guys, hope you're doing well. So today we are going to work on this amazing screen which is all about adding your payment card into the app. So let's get started. As you guys can see, I have this UI from the previous video. So what I am going to do is when user click on add new card, so user will be able to add their information and the registered card will be seen over here. Let's change this project to the project folder and let's go to the payment screen, this one, and we have this add new card and we have to make on press on this. Let's create a screen first. Here I'm going to create a class, but I'm not going to create, I'm just using a magic of copy and paste. Here I'm using Flutter credit card package and we have code available from this package. So let's click on example tab and let's copy the entire code from here and let's modify it. So as you guys can see, I have pasted the code. Let's import their imports too. And now we have to do one thing. I forgot to copy this class. And now we are good to go. I'm going to rename this class. The class is now known as add payment card screen. Let's navigate from here. Let's click on the button. Something went wrong here. And we have this ugly UI. Okay, let's correct it. Here I'm going to create these two buttons. Sorry, I'm going to remove these two buttons. And now instead of validate, I'm going to name it upload or save. Also, let's change the view a little bit. Here I'm going to use a stack and let's see the result. Okay, it's good. So now we have to paste this widget above the stack. And yeah, let's move this card little bit down. So I'm going to take a size box and now let's change the text. and yeah, details is now applied on the card. Now what I have to do is just change these colors from white to black. And yeah guys, as you can see, we have the hints available. Right now I'm going to add a number, and it is also populating right over here. I'm going to create a expiry date, CVC, and all information is now visible to the user. So what I'm going to do is next is when I click on the save button, basically this code will be stored in a Firebase database, and also it will be showed in the previous screen. Before saying the information to the database, I want to change the colors little bit. And we have a powerful validation already applied on the card. Suppose if I remove expiry date and then click on save, it will give me a validation error. Okay, so it is very good place to start with. And now when I click on save button, I have all the information saved in this variable: card number, expiry date, card holder, CVC. Okay, so now let's store this information in a Firestore database. I'm going to create a function in auth controller in order to save user card. So how I'm going to store is inside a user document. So I'm going to create a name, and it will store name of the user and respectively. Sorry, I have wrong spelled it. And that's it in order to save information to the database. So now let's call this method from the save button. And now let's provide this information. Okay, so once we are storing this information, then we have to wait for it. So in order to wait for a function, we have to mark it async, and we have to call await. And after storing this information, we have to call. So this snack bar will show a message that your card is stored successfully. So now let's give it a try. I'm going to restart the application. Let's click on payment history, add card, and let's add our detail. Okay, so we got an error. Let's fix this. Okay, so it's all about the custom card. Let's remove it. and now it is working. And let's click on save. Yeah, something is went wrong. Let's figure it out. So I think the error that we are making is from here. Due to some reason, this is going null. Let's call Firebase auth instance current user and UID. So the issue is in our user ID. So let's click on save again. And yeah, our card is now stored successfully. If I can show you, let me restart it. Now you guys can see I have card collection, and inside cards I have two documents because I have tried different way and both information are there. So let's delete one, as we have stored one card in a video. I have stored one in the before creating the video. Okay, so now let's work on this screen further. Time to work on getting information of card. So let's create a list over here, rx list. I'm going to create a method with name get user cards. And using this way, what I have did is I got user collection, and inside user collection I went to the cards collection, and I have read all the cards that associated with a particular user. Okay, so now let's see how we can use these cards right over here. I'm back in the payment screen. Let's create a auth controller over here. Okay guys, auth controller is over here. Let's wrap it with observable, because this list view contains all the card information. Instead of hard coding the length, let's get this from the auth controller. User cards dot length, and we have this hard coded values. So let's also get this information from the list view dot builder. Let's use these variables, and let's assign values using try catch in order to catch any issue if we have. The key of the number is number. In case we got filled by getting number, then we have to assign it with empty. Also, let's repeat for the rest of the fields. CVV expiry. Just change the name over here. For name, I have name as a key, and for expiry, I have expiry as a key. And let's see result. Is we don't see any card because we have not called this function. So let's call it auth controller that get user cards. Okay, and let's give it a restart so we will see how it works. As you can see, app has been restarted. Let's move to the payment history, and yeah, you guys can see we have one card over here. Let's try to add one another, and let's click on save. Card is stored successfully. Let's go back, and yeah, we have these two cards available right over here. Thank you so much guys for watching the video, and I have request, please, if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it and also click on the bell icon. Thank you.